fuck out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up and get the guy going. Time to wake up, bitch. Get up.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Morning Spread right here on the Betting News Network. I'm your host, Nate Hornung, joined by my good friend Betting the Pitch here to break down all three matches today in the World Cup as the round of 32 comes to a close. We've got 6 of our 8 round of 16 matchups set. Argentina will or Cape Verde. Argentina or Cape Verde will play the winner of Australia and Egypt. Those 2 matches heading today. And then Switzerland, after beating Algeria last night, waiting for their round of 16 opponent. They'll get either Colombia or Ghana, depending on how this match tonight finishes up. But this is all brought to you by our lovely sponsors at onlinecasinogames.com. Go there, onlinecasinogames.com. Use promo code BNX20 to get some funds in your account immediately. We got producer Alex in the shadows helping us out as well. Mr. BTP, happy Friday, sir. We've made it to the weekend, final day of round of 32 matchups, and hopefully they'll be as entertaining as the rest of them has been.
Not holding my breath with these games, but yeah, we'll see.
Dude, I mean, a few really lopsided ones today, especially that Argentina-Cape Verde game that we'll talk about here in a little bit. But I'm also having a tough time figuring out the first match of the day between Australia and Egypt. Took a bet in that one. Don't have a bunch of confidence in it, but needed something on the betting board for that match. So we'll get into all those picks here in a little bit, but let's talk about kind of what we saw yesterday, because we did have you on the morning spread yesterday. So we got to break down all 3 matches, got to build a parlay for all 3 matches. Unfortunately, Austria couldn't get the job done for us, but 3-0 Spain, 2-1 Portugal in a thriller, and then Switzerland 2-0. What'd you think of that Spain-Austria game? Does that, I mean, for me, it gave me more confidence in this Spanish team going forward, which we didn't necessarily have through the group stage. I mean, we still knew they were going to be one of the top dogs in this tournament, but it does seem like they've really turned it on now, finding their footing, and they're ready to make a run here in this tournament.
Yeah, they look much better. Yamal did just about everything but score yesterday. It seemed like.
Seriously,
he was just all over the pitch. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough matchup for Portugal now. You know, I wasn't expecting Portugal at least to give up as much as they did against that Croatia team. So I'm a little concerned. I've already locked in a couple plays for that game.
Ooh,
yeah, had to get in on the early lines, but
right.
Yeah, I mean, Spain look good. I mean, they still have yet to concede at this World Cup. So, you know, it's going to be a tough test for Portugal to break down that back line. But yeah, they look like they're starting to figure it out. And if Nico Williams comes back and is any sort of healthiness, I mean, that's just going to add another dimension to their attack.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, you said it, Yamal did about everything but score. So once that guy figures out how to put it in the back of the net, this Spanish team really just the ceiling is way too high for this squad, much like France as well. But we've seen a lot more from France so far this tournament. As far as that Portugal game goes, you know, I was heartbroken that goal at the very last minute got called back. What were your thoughts on that call? Was it offsides? Was it not? What are your thoughts there?
Man, it's tough because it's like I could wear 2 hats here. So, like, my first hat would be Portugal Ronaldo fanboy hat, where, you know, that's just, I mean, he's the reason I've got into soccer, you know. So seeing him get the win in advance, you know, obviously brought joy to me. And then, you know, on the other hand, I wear the hat of just being a realist and, you know, looking at this game. It's tough because we talked about it actually yesterday on the show, all the technology, and they're able to, you know, see when, you know, the ball is being touched, and, you know, they can draw those lines and the offsides calls and the corners changes and all that stuff. So it's like, if a referee goes to the monitor, and I mean, he wasn't there long, so it must have been like, you know, hey, that ball touched the guy. We got a ding, and the ball apparently has a chip in it. So the ball hit him. We got the ping from it. It's offsides. If that is the case, then the rule is he's offsides. But you watch the videos, they slow it down, it's like, man, it's hard to tell if it really did hit him. And I feel bad because what a game it was,
Right.
and obviously Modric being a Real Madrid fan, gutted for him, one of just an absolute legend,
Hmm.
played phenomenal this World Cup, in his whole career. So, it sucks that it ended like that because just don't want controversy at this type of tournament and things like this.
Right.
But it's like, I guess we have to just trust the technology, because at the end of the day, that's what it's there for. You know,
Hmm.
like I said, 4 years ago, that call would have stood and that would have been
Right.
a goal.
Yeah.
But with the technology we have these days, and apparently, the chip being in the ball, it getting the ping, and if that's the case, if it did actually hit him, then
Hmm.
the right call is offsides. But
Hmm.
it's hard to look at the replay and be like, man, like it must have just grazed his jersey or something. It's like
Yeah.
it's really
Because
it's
when,
really hard for me to be like confident that it did, but
hmm
who are we? I mean, we're just sitting
hmm
here and we can only analyze so much.
right.
And I just got to trust the technology that's on the pitch because it's supposed to be there for this exact reason. But at the end of the day,
Yep.
it's like you want to just see the game played.
Right. 100%. And you made a good point that we just have to trust the technology. Our hands are tied. We're not making these decisions. We probably didn't get every single angle on the broadcast that VAR was looking at as well. So maybe they got a better angle and saw something different. But Alex, if you can go back to that other slide, thank you. I mean, this is kind of what VAR based their decision off of, is they got that line there with the sensor in the ball saying it was touched. Clearly, if this is correct and it's touched at that moment, it's going off the Croatia player's head, right? And then, yes, of course, it is offsides, unfortunately, because he was onside for the initial ball in,
Correct.
offside for that little flick, which, again, makes the difference. If it doesn't touch him, goes off the Portugal guy, he's onside there, and that goal stands. But, I mean, when you watch the replay, I'm with SPJ. It didn't look like the path of the ball was impacted at all. Even the spin on the ball, nothing looked out of the ordinary. So again, I don't necessarily agree with it, but maybe VAR has a better angle. They're clearly using the sensor in the ball, and that told them that it did in fact get touched right here. So gutted for Croatia, gutted for my double chance bet, unfortunately, which I thought was fine after they scored early on. I thought we were going to see 1-1 at the most, but
Yeah.
yeah, it kind of just is what it is. And no, you put it perfectly, that we just have to trust that they're using the technology correctly in that
I mean,
situation. So
he spent less than 30 seconds at
yeah,
the
no, it's
monitor.
quick.
I
It was
mean, it
very
was
quick.
quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for me to see that, it was either like, he just got the call from VAR, like, yeah, we got a ping, like, it hit him, like,
Yep.
it's offsides. And if that's the case, if it did, I mean, then that's the right call. But, like we're saying, it's hard to watch the replays, watch the slow motions. Obviously, we maybe don't have every single angle.
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks that it came down to that because,
Yeah.
what a game it was, and would have got some more free footy, which is always a plus. But yeah, I mean, for me, just as obviously as a Ronaldo fan, I'm just ecstatic that he scored a goal and that
Mm-hmm.
Portugal is moving on, because I was concerned that if that game goes into extra time,
Right.
Croatia were buzzing,
Yeah.
so
Uh-huh.
they were all over Portugal at the end there.
And then as a Ronaldo guy, number one, he had a goal called back from offsides, which unfortunately his arm was in an offside position. But what do you think about them subbing him out? What was it, the 81st minute, I think, in a 1-1 game, subbing him out in a game that had more than the potential to go into extra time and PKs? I don't know why they pulled him out, I guess. Do you have any insight into that decision?
My guess, and you'll get all the Twitter people and everyone saying that, Portugal's so much better when Ronaldo's off the pitch and whatever. That aside, I mean,
Uh-huh.
they brought on certain players when they went down a goal. And I feel like after they scored a goal, the formation and the personnel that they had on the pitch just wasn't working because Croatia were just all over them. They were dominating the midfield. They were just all over them, smothering them. And, it felt like Portugal were just out of position everywhere. Like people were just running around. Like there was no structure. There was no formation, it felt like. and they had to get someone in the midfield to tighten things up. And unfortunately, Ronaldo was just the one that, was the odd man out at that time. I mean, they needed Leao on the wing. Ramos had already been subbed on prior. So, he could just slide right into that striker position, and they needed a midfielder to kind of tighten things up. And that's exactly what he did. And, props to the manager for making that decision. It's, never easy to take someone off like Ronaldo or Messi or whoever, so props to him for making that decision. I think he made the right decision for Portugal. But, if that game would have went into extra time or penalties, then obviously, I mean, not having Ronaldo out there is that's a big miss.
Right. So a bit of a gamble for the manager there, taking him out in the 81st minute in a tie ball game, but worked out for him. Portugal got the win, moving on to face Spain in.
And what a ball that was from Leao to Ramos. I mean,
insane,
just the most perfect ball in.
Yep.
Split two defenders. Ramos goes up. That was just beautiful. Yeah,
great match, great sight to see, and kept us entertained down to the final minutes in stoppage time, which is all we can hope for. The nightcap,
15 minutes into stoppage time.
Seriously, it just kept the time rolling. The ref was not going to blow that whistle. He was giving Croatia every chance they could get. So which brings us to our nightcap last night. Switzerland taking down Algeria 2-0. In their match up in Vancouver. Mbolo got the scoring started early on, 10 minutes into the match, added another one very early in the second half. And, despite Algeria controlling 56% of possession, they were dominated by Swiss. The Swiss 2.45 expected goals compared to just 0.73 from Algeria. Really couldn't get anything going against the Switzerland attack, Switzerland defense rather, which is kind of how I expected this match to go. I, expected Switzerland to kind of win a low scoring match and not give Algeria anything easy. And that's really what they did. And it was enough to move on. So any insights from that match that you noticed?
Yeah, I think we kind of nailed it yesterday. We were both on the Swiss. We thought that they were going to advance from this game. They were the better team. I was surprised that Algeria didn't show a little more fight in the attack and create more chances. They had some looks, but nothing really promising. That game probably should have went over. I had the over 2.25, and that Swiss fucking missed.
Sitter right at the end, man. At the end. He had the whole goal to work with.
I don't know what he was doing. So that one hurt a little bit, but the Swiss team is good, and Mbolo continues to just look incredible out there, finding goals. Manzabi is just unbelievable. That kid is just taken off this tournament. So putting his name on the map, and he's just been really, really fun to watch.
Yep, no doubt about it. He also didn't look gutted after that horrible miss. He really didn't.
He didn't look like he cared at all. Like he's like, whatever.
Yeah, we're up 2-0. Right? We're gonna get the win anyways, right? It's the score of the World Cup. But
I know.
Because I didn't really see an angle of if he just mishit it, if it just came off his foot weird. But that was he had the entire goal to work with, and just sent it wide. And it almost looked like it was maybe he was putting it back across the goal.
That's
like
exactly
it wasn't
what it
a shot,
like
it was
doing.
just a cross.
Yeah.
So,
it looked like he was just trying to go back across face a goal, and it towards the keeper, which was really weird.
But who knows? Not the first sitter we're going to see missed in this World Cup, that's for sure. But 3 incredible games yesterday, hoping for 3 more today on the slate. We'll break them down here in a second. But first and foremost, as always, Alex, join us, please, and thank you.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
do some GeoSports. GeoSports. Look, coming off a perfect score, gents. Shall we get 2 in a row?
Gotta do it again.
How about
let's try.
How about 2 in a row? Let's do it. Share my screen here. Do some GeoSports. Apparently, this one was harder. I think I saw Frank's tweet today that this was a more difficult round. So we'll see how we do. But starting off with question 1, if I pull this up in front of you all, there we go. Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron broke Babe Ruth's home run record with his 715th in 1974 in this city. Are you laughing because you know it?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Surprisingly. Yeah.
Really?
It's in Atlanta.
Okay. It was when he was playing for the Braves. I didn't know if it was a home game or not, but
yeah,
we'll take it. Atlanta.
Shout
right
out
there in the middle.
Pat.
Shout out Patch. Shout out Drip. Drip knows, of course. Of course, Drip knows the answer.
Jeff,
April 8th,
also on that.
1974, Aaron hit his 715th home run off Dodgers Al Downing in Atlanta, passing Babe Ruth's 714. Two fans sprinted alongside him on his trot as the crowd roared. Number 2, Mean Joe Green was a two-time NFL Defensive Player of the Year, drafted from this small Texas school.
I think we're in Texas.
I think we're in Texas.
Good comps. Good comps. Probably a smaller Texas school, I would guess.
I mean, what are some Texas schools out there?
Sam Houston, North Texas, Stephen F. Austin.
I'm waiting for my dad to comment because this feels like something he'd have in his arsenal.
North
Texas.
Okay.
Wow. All right.
Okay. North Texas. Well, that's Denton, which I
Why do you know that,
believe.
Drip?
Yeah, why does Drip know that? But Denton, I believe North Dallas. I want to say it's up in this vicinity because here's Dallas, there's Fort Worth.
That is the north side of Texas. I'm with it.
North side of Texas. Oh well, I know for a fact North Texas in Denton. If that's the university we're looking for, I know it's in Denton. I'm pretty sure it's like around there. So we'll see how close we get. Maybe I might be on the wrong side of this lake, but we're gonna lock it in anyways.
Nah, we'll lock it.
I was on the wrong side of that lake. 14.
No.
Got it. Green was the Steelers' 4th overall pick in 1969 from North Texas, cornerstone of the Steel Curtain, 4-time Super Bowl champ, 10-time Pro Bowler. The Mean Joe Coca-Cola Super Bowl ad is iconic. Apparently, I was indeed on the wrong side of that lake.
You almost switched it too.
Yeah.
What was your gut?
Was that? Sorry?
What was your gut saying?
Right where I had it, to be honest with you. I thought north of Dallas. I know this is like Grapevine. This is Lake Grapevine right here. And I just knew it was north of Grapevine, north of Dallas. I thought it was more north of Dallas as opposed to that's more kind of north of Fort Worth area. But I'm basically the Swiss player. Come on, man. That's not a sitter. That one's tough. All right, moving on. Billie Jean King, who won 39 Grand Slams and beat Bobby Riggs in the 1973 Battle of the Sexes, grew up in this city. I got nothing.
Nothing.
I got
No. Because in one of my college classes, we talked about Billie Jean King, and I want to say it was in my law of the media, and it was in California somewhere.
Drip saying Long Beach. We trust that guy. That would be California.
So yeah, right in there, on the beach, I would assume, because it's a long beach.
I would assume on the beach. Ronan saying Cali, LA. I didn't care about Long Beach. All right, so we're in Cali. Long Beach area is LA. I mean,
what are other cities? Well, I guess you could say suburbs of LA.
Right. I mean, I want to say this is like Newport Beach and Hermosa Beach are down here.
And Huntington Beach as well.
Right. Yeah. So is this maybe Long Beach then?
That's a pretty long beach.
I like it.
I'm with it.
I like where our head's at.
Yeah. University. Shout out.
Here we go. Let's see how we do.
Oh.
18 miles off. It was indeed Long Beach. Note to self, Long Beach, right there on the corner. There. Billie Jean King learned tennis on Long Beach's public courts. In 1973, she founded the WTA, beat Bobby Riggs before 50 million viewers, and forced the U.S. Open to become the first major with equal pay. There you have it. Lots of beach cities. Yeah, lots of beach cities in L.A. Indeed. Pick your favorite. All right, fresh off the 2024 Cup, the Panthers met the Stars in 2 NHL Global Series games at the Nokia Arena in this city.
Is that in?
God,
That sounds like it'd be like Nordic countries.
I was going to say, where did they play these international games? Did they play a couple in Finland?
I was going to say, wasn't it Finland?
I feel like I like that guess.
I'm with Finland.
Okay.
For the hockey, yeah. Checks out.
I think it was Finland.
Finland? We got Finland from Drip. That's our guy.
Let's find a city.
What's
now we got a
outside there.
Tampere.
Tampere. Jeff
that sounds right. Tampere sounds right. I don't know where that is, but that feels like it sounds right.
Looks like there's also one, right about there too.
Which one's Helsinki? I want to say that's Helsinki, but I can't be confident after not knowing where Stockholm was the other day.
Hey, it's okay. You're back.
I was so confident that was Stockholm too. I was so tunnel visioned into that area. I don't know. Anyone have any qualms with this guest down here?
I mean, maybe we go more central, cut our losses, or we just drop our nuts on the table and do it. It's like the bottom part of the Finland wiener, the head.
So, like, that looks like the head to me.
It's on a map it looks small, but in real life it's pretty big.
Southwest.
It's at the. All right, up a bit.
Bueller. Yeah, help us out, chat. We're at your mercy right now. All right, we'll go with that.
Central Johnson. All right.
I guess that's where teams got it. Let's
see.
Up
a bit.
Oh, right. Well, too late.
The tip? That ain't the tip.
Yeah, that ain't the tip.
That's the shaft, bro.
That ain't the tip.
Unless we're talking about the whole thing, then I guess that would classify as the tip. But, north and east, more Drip was trying to tell us.
Yeah.
You could make an argument for the shaft, though.
You can make an argument. Indeed. Hey, we got Finland right.
Yeah. Yep.
Nokia Arena, November 2024. Alexander Barkov, Panthers captain, grew up with this being his hometown city. Cool stuff. We're using they were using the whole thing apparently. The whole thing was the Finland Johnson, we'll say.
Finland itself is
Finland itself, Johnson. The whole thing. All right.
Oh,
now we know. In 1996, Padres and Mets played the first MLB regular season game outside the U.S. and Canada in this city.
Stones are telling me Mexico.
Yeah.
That's where I would guess too. Like, I can't imagine they'd do it in like the Dominican or anything like that. So I would guess Mexico as well. Is it as easy as Mexico City?
Yeah.
No. I think it's I feel like it's
Monterey.
I've heard. Yeah, I feel like it's Monterey. Yes.
God,
Drip.
Stuff,
yes.
Man.
He does know his shit.
His stuff.
He does. As soon as he said it, I was like, yes.
And that's Monterey right there, right? Gotta be Papa Shags to clutch up. Yeah. All right. We're rolling with that?
Yes.
I mean, if it's a perfect score, we get an A+.
We'll take it. I'll take 97. See how we do.
97.6 rounds up to 98.
Bang.
2 miles off.
Dart. Absolute dart.
Shout out Jackson.
Fernando Valenzuela, not Venezuela, Valenzuela, threw the first pitch, started for San Diego. His MLB debuted in Monterey in August 1996. The Mexican legend won the 15-10 game. Steve Finley hit the first homer on Mexican soil.
Bang.
We'll take it, folks. We'll take
it.
Respectable.
Rounding up to a 98. Undisputed A.
Frank said it would be more difficult. Made it look easy.
That's a pretty dang good week. Looking down here. Pretty dang good week. 97.3 average.
You notice a trend here.
You say that every time.
Well, 4 of those are a lot higher than one of them.
Who is this one? Who is helping me out this one? Or rather, not helping me out.
Just putting it out there.
At least Sook knows his role. He's not going to try and help when he knows he can't. You know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah.
I'll give him his flowers for that. He knows his role for sure. Mama Shags with the Bueller reference. Yes, we were indeed waiting for a response for too long.
Right.
Appreciate you, chat, helping us out as always. Trip, yes, Trip says it every day too. Sook could never. He could never. Oh, Sook, he's off celebrating right now, and he's still catching strays on this channel, man. What have we come to?
Always.
What have we come to? That's all right. Alex, appreciate you, sir. Do you want to share with the kids your correct score lay for today? Because I know you cooked one up.
I haven't yet, actually.
Okay.
I haven't put cheddar down on anything.
Fair.
But I'm going to.
Of course.
And when
what are we leaning? What are we leaning though?
Leaning a draw in the Australia-Egypt, but I don't think it'll be scoreless.
Okay.
So I think 1-1.
1-1.
Argentina, Cape Verde, I'm thinking 3-0. Think that Cape Verde brick wall of a goal finally gets knocked down.
Okay.
Colombia, Ghana, that's where it gets sticky. I'm thinking 2-0. 2-0 sounds feasible. Maybe 1-0 because Ghana's defense is kind of like that.
Fair.
But I mean, 1-0, 2-0, 2-1 is an option. So
okay.
That I feel like that would be a good. Yeah, I feel like that option that you get on that book. I feel like that could be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see Colombia netting more than a couple, and yeah, Ghana, maybe they get on the board, maybe they don't, but it wouldn't surprise me either way.
Colombia to win 1-0, 2-0, or 2-1 is only plus 140.
Yeah, there you have it.
Usually these legs are plus 200 or greater. Holy smokes!
Yeah, that's crazy.
Both teams to score in that match from Jeff. That's the Colombia game, Matt. Jeff, Colombia.
Ghana puts one in. Ghana
BTTS.
Even if it's Semenyo.
That's gotta be plus money.
BTTS plus 122.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Sadio Mane gonna get one. Wow, he's calling a shot. All right.
Hey, he went 8 of 9.
Wait a minute.
Well, Sadio Mane doesn't play for either of those
I was gonna
teams.
say, wait a minute, Sadio Mane, he's Senegal. You mean Semenyo? Semenyo gonna get one? Because he hasn't yet this this tournament. But then again, Ghana scored what, twice? Twice in this tourney? Once against Panama, once against Croatia. So
I just don't see them having success versus Colombia, but yeah.
They're gonna be on their heels all game, man. They're just gonna be defending 90% of the match. So all right, well, we'll get into that. Alex, appreciate the lanes. Be sure to share the correct score parlay with the kiddos when you
I shared it yesterday. I shared it yesterday and it missed on the first leg. I mean, if Spain doesn't put that goal in with 89 minutes when we're 89 minutes into the game, that's
different story.
$800 in my pocket.
Yeah, fair. Well,
and we cash our parlay. Would have been a really nice show. Yeah, would have been a really nice show for the three of us.
Oh, it's okay. We're gonna get it back today, right?
Yeah. We go again.
Footy
frenzy.
again.
Footy frenzy. No, we're taking down Footy frenzy. We're taking them down.
You're in third.
I know. Not good enough.
10 points
not good enough.
First.
Not good enough. Minus 750 to win the whole thing. We gotta make a run.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Absolutely, 100%.
Real quick before I let y'all chat about this, did we ever put some bread down on this? Like, is there a
side bet or anything?
I think it's just ultimate bragging rights.
Yeah, it's definitely bragging rights. Yeah,
because I will tell you, you guys are not going to hear the end of it when we win. I will remind you every single day.
So weird way of saying Bisney and the Beast are gonna win, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Let me know what to put money on.
Baba Shags, being the realist as always. Missed a parlay by one leg. Oh no, how could that ever happen?
Yeah, never seen that before.
Yeah, right. Never ever. All right, well, let's talk about these three matches today. We got the first one going off in about 90 minutes, actually, in Jerry's World, 1 o'clock Central, 2 o'clock Eastern kickoff as Australia takes on Egypt at AT&T Stadium. Like I said, I think before, early on in the show, this has been the toughest game for me to handicap out of these three today. Argentina has been a little tough to find value, but I think I did. But this Australia-Egypt game, I just don't know what to expect. Coming into the tournament, I would have easily been on the Egyptian side in some way, shape, or form. But watching how Australia has performed in this World Cup has caused me to kind of reevaluate that team as a whole. So it's tough for me. But what are you leaning in this match? Any plays for the kids as Australia takes on Egypt?
I actually have no plays today.
Okay. All right.
This is just one of those days where I'll give you my thoughts, but I don't have anything official. I have two parlays riding on Messi goal scorer and Messi to score assists, and that's where I'm just going to let that ride. So no official plays for me today, but this first game just feels like a draw. Like if I were to put something down, it would be a draw.
Yep.
0-0, 1-1. Yep. I figure I don't think it's going any higher than that. Those are just these two teams I could just see just kicking the ball around the midfield for 90 minutes.
Yep.
No one wants to make a mistake. Let's see, Australia's path. They faced Paraguay. Actually looked pretty decent against Paraguay. Again, only created 0.56 XG. They created 0.35 XG against the U.S. And then Turkey scored 2 goals, created 1.18 XG. 2 goals were just beautiful goals as well. So in this Egyptian side, they'll just sit back and they'll just lull you to sleep. I mean, they're the type of team that will not run up the score. And we saw that against Belgium. They scored early and then they just tried to kind of see the game out. Unfortunately, they gave up an own goal in the second half, but and then that was it. And they were happy with the point and moved on to the next match. And I feel like this is that kind of game where no one's going to want to blink and make that mistake. And it's just going to be it feels like a draw. Like in the draw, I think the draws are like plus 180, so I mean, that tells you right there what the books are thinking. So,
right. Yeah, no, I see it the same way, man, and agree with everything you're saying. I think this one is going to be two teams that are, like you said, very, very scared to make a mistake, and I think that results in them being extra cautious for the first 45 minutes, probably. So KP actually asking about it. Great minds think alike. First half draw for me in this one, minus 110, which I'd like to get a plus sign next to this number, but I'll take a stab at minus 110. If you do want plus money, you can bet the first half under a half at plus 140. You'll be rooting for the scoreless draw at the first break, which is what I envision happening, but I'll take a little cushion in case it does end up 1-1, but more than likely scoreless going into the first break in my eyes. You have an Australia team that, again, scored once against Turkey in the first half, allowed both of their goals to the United States in the first half, one of them being an OG. But I think that's going to cause them just to be a little more cautious defensively in this match and more focused on that side of the ball, especially when you've got a guy like Mo Salah on the other side that can, really take over whenever his team needs to. So Egypt, they have scored twice and conceded twice in the first half. But again, this is a knockout round. I think teams are going to be more cautious, more defensive, especially for the first 45 minutes. I think it does maybe open up a little bit in the second, but I see this going into the break without any action on the score sheet. So first half draw for me at minus 110, but again, take that under a half in the first half for plus 140 if you want a little more bang for your buck in this match. But I'm with you. I see this being very, very stale, especially in those first 45 minutes. So that's what I'm rolling with in this one.
I like it.
Yep.
What if you did halftime, full-time draw?
Ooh.
I wonder if that is plus money.
Real quick, actually. Halftime, full-time. All right, where does the blue book keep that one? Which tab do I need to be looking for?
I forget where they keep that under. Is
it
here
we go. Yeah, it is half. Draw plus 300. Halftime, full-time. Halftime draw, full-time draw, plus 300. So
could be a little
Don't hate
sprinkle there if you like the first half draw.
fun sweat, and
Yeah,
definitely
little fun little sweat.
gets the full game draw for better price, assuming it's a first half draw. But yeah, I actually don't hate that at plus 300.
Yeah.
So you and me both, KP. You and me both, man. Just brutal. I was so nervous about that bet too, going into the match and then watching, the first half. I was like, we have life. We're actually looking really good. And then Ronaldo and Portugal did their thing. So
yeah, when Croatia scored first, I was like, yikes, they might be in trouble here.
Exactly. And no, didn't matter. Portugal did their thing. So yeah, first half draw for me in this opening match, leading us to our second match between Argentina and Cape Verde. This one down in Miami at Hard Rock Stadium. 5 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Eastern kickoff. And yeah, I had trouble finding any sort of value in this match. Argentina, massive favorite for a reason. Total sitting at a flat 3, slightly juiced to the under. Thoughts in this match? Is Cape Verde going to be able to compete?
I don't think so. I mean, if you look at like the two somewhat respectable teams that they played in the group stage comparing to Argentina, obviously Spain compares to Argentina. That was Spain's first match. They didn't start Yamal, Williams, Olmo, any of those guys. So, they still produced a 2.10 XG, 7 shots on target, 27 shots in total, 75% possession, just absolutely dominated that game. And I would figure something similar in this one. Only this Argentina attack, is clicking right now, and Messi is in form. And this is a home game essentially for Messi, in Miami. Yep. So he's not traveling far.
Good point.
So yeah, I just think Argentina win this one 2-0, 3-0 is kind of where I'm feeling right now. But yeah, I just think the Cape Verde Cinderella story unfortunately ends today.
Right. Yeah, no, you got to look at that game against Spain to kind of compare these two teams, but I don't think Cape Verde is going to get that lucky again, essentially, with this Argentinian side. Now, I did play the under a flat 3, paid $1.22 for it because I do think it's going to be Argentina 2-0. I don't think Cape Verde is going to get a goal in the back of the net. I also didn't expect them to do so in the group stage at all, and they scored 2 against Uruguay. So, got that in the back of my mind at least. But I kind of see Argentina pressing, being aggressive, getting that go-ahead goal fairly early on, and then maybe they call off the Dogs a little bit. Maybe they get a 2-0 quick lead and then really call off the Dogs, make some subs at halftime if they're going into the break 2-0. But again, don't really see Cape Verde contributing to this. I'm hoping Argentina doesn't net 4. If Argentina wins 3-0 and I survive with a push, great. I'm happy with that. Because again, just tough to find any sort of anything playable in this game, really. But again, I think Argentina just comfortably controls this game, doesn't expel all their energy because they know they are going to need to make a deeper run, and this is just the start of it. So get the win and then just sit back and hold on for the lead. 2-0 Argentina plus 435 is what I was seeing. You might be able to find 4.5 or 5-1 for that number as well. But I like Argentina to win this in a shutout, which again is like minus 150 or greater. So
I was just going to ask you, what's their line to win to 0? Not playable, really?
Not playable. Certainly not playable for the price. Right. I mean, I hardly take a bet like that's not plus money, but I'm definitely not paying more than
I wouldn't pay
5 for juice. But
no, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, even the game against Uruguay, they only put up 0.88 XG, even though they scored 2 goals, and Uruguay put up 2.32 XG, and just they had only 2 shots at target, scored both of them. So, yeah, I just feel like I don't feel like this Argentina team will score 4. I'd be very surprised if they put up 4, but 2-0, 3-0, just that's kind of what I'm feeling as well.
Right. And, if I lose 3-1 because Cape Verde gets a cheap one or a cheap one early on, like, again, so
that would just be unlucky. That would just be very unlucky, I feel like. Because they're either going to have to score like just a golazo, or it's going to be like an own goal fluke or something.
Something like that. Exactly. Yeah. So I'm betting against that not happening. I did look up Argentina to record a shutout win, minus 186. actually. Nowhere near the minus 150 mark, minus 186.
The lines today are just crazy.
Insane, man. Which
Yeah.
again, I don't blame you for not having a bet today because it's terrible. Tough to decipher. So we'll see. But Argentina in the under for me, or under 3, a flat 3 in this match. Argentina 2-0, hopefully gets the job done. Leading us to our nightcap tonight, Colombia and Ghana, the final round of 32 matchup at 8:30 Central tonight at Arrowhead Stadium. We talked about it a little bit, probably leaning towards this being a defensive match. I've seen some comments in chat, and Drip, I like what you're thinking because I went with Colombia on the money line and the under 3.5 at minus 110 in this match. I also don't hate Colombia to nil, which is, I believe, has a plus sign next to it, plus 102, plus 105 in that range. But, Colombia, as good as their attack has been, their defense has really been what stood out to me. And they've just been dominating everyone in their path. A 3-1 win against Uzbekistan. They secured 61% of possession, produced 1.61 expected goals. Against Congo, 64% of possession, only 0.98 expected goals, but they allowed just 0.37. And then against Portugal, same thing. Controlled 55% of possession, dominated the expected goals battle, 1.7 to 0.93. So I've been really impressed with this Colombian side. If I'm Ghana, I'm sitting back and holding on for dear life because the offense is not comparable to this Colombian side. Your best bet is trying to keep this scoreless like you did against England and hoping for a result in extra time or PKs. But again, Ghana barely beat Panama. They created just 0.21 expected goals against England. They lost to Croatia 2-1 despite winning the expected goals battle. The defense let up a little bit late winner for the Croatians. So I think Ghana comes into this match very defensive, but Colombia should be able to break through for a winner. I have them winning 1-0 or 2-0 in this match, but should be under the 3.5 for us.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, to me, this feels like a 2-0 Colombia win. I'd be very surprised if anything, maybe 2-1 at most.
Right, exactly.
Maybe Ghana finds something. But, yeah, I've been impressed with this Colombia team. And, we've talked about it before and said it before the tournament even started. Like, I expect them to make a run. I have a future for them to make the round of 16. So I just, I like this team. I like what they're about. I like their attack, their midfield, their defense, the way they play, they're physical. Diaz has just been an animal out there on the pitch. James still has some gas left in the tank. And then they're able to kind of rotate that 9 position and put in a couple guys that are able to make really anything happen. So strong in the midfield, and I think they just control this game. And I just don't feel like there's a path for Ghana really to break them down or find anything in this match. I'd be very shocked if they were to find any sort of result or bring this to extra time. This just feels like a Colombia 2-0 type game.
Yep. Nope. I'm right there with you. Austin even getting plus money for this bet on Lucky Rebel. Gotta love that. Colombia and the under 3.5. As always, folks, do your line shopping, get the best number available, especially with these same game parlays, because some books, they will really tax you for trying to put a couple of correlated plays together, which these two definitely are, according to the books. So Colombia and the under for myself in that final match. Now, Mr. BTP, we got a little bit extra time for you. We will cook up a parlay here shortly, folks, but we have 2 matches on Saturday that we should probably get our thoughts on as the round of 16 begins on July 4th, 250th birthday of America. Gotta love that. Canada taking on Morocco and Paraguay taking on France. First up, Canada and Morocco at noon Central, 1 Eastern down in Houston. Morocco, an ever so slight favorite, minus 130 on the money line. Total at a flat 2 goals, a little shaded to the over there. What are your initial thoughts in this match, or do you have any plays already locked in?
I don't have any plays yet. I kind of want to get Morocco to advance in a double, so I'm trying to find a pair. I'm trying to find a pair with that to get it plus money, because right now I have them around like minus 250 to advance. Which is a nice little parlay piece. I just think this Morocco team is just so much better than Canada. The money line, I've been staring at that. Right now I see it around like minus 130. I'm sure there might be better lines out there if you do some shopping, but yeah, for me, the Morocco in this match is just, I think they're just too much. They're going to be too strong for Canada. And they definitely advance here. And I want to get a piece of that in some sort of pairing to get plus money. Just haven't figured out what the second piece is going to be yet.
Fair. I'm right there with you, and that money line is just screaming at me. And unfortunately, I'm probably going to get a little greedy and go with Morocco and the under 3.5. I'm seeing plus 128 for that. You could take it up to 4.5 for about minus 103 right now, which
that's really good.
Which is also playable because again, I don't see. I really don't see Canada scoring, to be honest, because I do think they're going to be stuck on defense for most of this match. And again, I haven't been impressed with the Canadian offense anyways. And this is clearly going to be their toughest test of the entire tournament, both on defense and in the attack. So again, I don't see Canada doing much. I could see this 2-0, 3-0 Morocco. I could see it 2-1 if Canada maybe gets a cheap one, but ultimately I see Morocco finish them off in 90 minutes in a somewhat low-scoring game. So I'll more than likely be rolling with Morocco and the under 3.5 plus 128 right now. Maybe I bump it up to 4.5 if I get worried, but probably gonna look for that plus money there in this game.
Yeah, I just think this is a game that Morocco just control. They flex their muscles here, and another indoor game, which, don't got to worry about the weather or anything like that, which is always nice. Yep. So you can make, some pre-bets early. But yeah, I just think this Morocco team is they're better than they were 4 years ago. They're showing it. Although maybe some of the results in the group stage haven't really, if you look at the results, haven't really, back that up, but they are better than they were 4 years ago. And I think they're going to be a tough beat in this tournament.
And clearly they got might have a chip on their shoulder too, seeing probably facing France in the quarterfinals now, a team that knocked them out in the semis 4 years ago. So that should be appointment television for all of us involved. But assuming that's France gets by Paraguay tomorrow, our second match on July 4th, Paraguay and France going head to head, 4:00 Central, 5:00 Eastern at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. France is just so juiced at minus 550 on the money line, rightfully so. Any sort of value you've found in this match here?
I haven't yet. I mean, I would love to get the other piece of my double from this match. I just haven't been able to find it yet. I was thinking maybe Mbappe goal scorer or something like that. But yeah, I just, obviously coming into the tournament, we both said that, Paraguay's defense is good. Like they're one of the top defenses. And, when they played USA in the first group match, that, USA is going to have a hard time. This was going to be the best defense that they would see in the group stage. They put up 4 goals. Then Paraguay goes and plays Turkey, who puts up a 2.17 XG. Then Paraguay does really nothing against Australia. And then, then the Germany game where, Germany really dominated that game. For most of it, obviously got that extra time goal called off, and eventually went on to lose in penalties. But this France team is just, I mean, I don't really know who's going to beat them. I don't know who can really keep up with them. They're just every single position deep and just the best, almost the best players in the world at every single position. So I haven't really found any value here yet. I obviously want to be on the France side one way or another. I just don't know what that is yet. Obviously, the minus 1.5, I might pay up a little bit and do the 1.75 and get that at like plus money or close to even money. That's kind of where I'm leaning.
Yeah, I was just going to bring that up. That spread there for France, still even a little too juicy for my liking at $1.28 to win by 2, which
I know.
Yes, they probably
do. Yeah, I mean, you got to think they're scoring at least 2 goals in this game. Right. I mean, if you're looking at what the USA was able to do to them and then what even Germany was able to do to them, putting up almost 2 XG. I mean, I know it was 120 minutes, but still, it's just this France team's just a different animal. And they 2 goals just seems like the norm for them in every single match.
Yep. SPJ asking, is it just as easy as France and Morocco to qualify? Like,
I just
yes,
don't
I
think
would
that,
say
yeah,
it is that easy.
it is. I just don't think it got to a number that I liked when I was
Right.
pairing them both because
Yep.
I think France to qualify was something crazy.
15,
It was like,
1,500 is what I'm
yeah,
seeing right now. For those two legs, minus 220 SPJ. So
yeah.
you can decide if that's playable for you or not. But I mean, and hell, if you even took, Morocco to advance and France on the money line, you're still only going to get minus 160.
Yeah,
So
that wasn't.
like,
Yeah, so that's where I'm.
yeah,
And I think the only thing that got me to pairing with Morocco to advance was Mbappe anytime goal scorer gets you to like
okay,
plus 120.
fair.
But it's like, for my doubles, I like to have something that, has a very, very high chance of happening, and obviously
Exactly.
betting on a player to score is always a risk, injury, things like that. So,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I don't know. But I mean, I want to be on the French side somehow, some way.
Well, and especially with betting Mbappe, like as good as he is certainly the guy France looks to score their goals. They have so many guys that can put it in the back of the net. So it wouldn't surprise me if France is able to score 3 goals in this match and none of them come from Mbappe. Probably he gets on the score sheet maybe with an assist, but they just have so many
I
attackers
know.
that what's the risk of putting Mbappe in there? You'd be sitting with a nice price at plus 120 if Morocco gets through, and then you're sitting with him at plus 120 to score. But
Right.
still,
I mean, we saw it against Norway. I mean, they scored 4
Mhm.
goals and he didn't score. I mean,
Mhm.
Dembele kind of took over that game, so it
Right.
can happen.
Call the bank. Yes, we have talked about today's games. You can peep those scribbles at bettingnews.com. But real quick for you, what I'm rolling with, I've got Australia and Egypt first half draw at minus 110. I also endorse the under a half in the first half at plus 140, rooting for a scoreless first half in this match. We also talked about halftime, full time, taking draw at plus 300. You need the draw at the break. You need the draw after 90 minutes, but plus 300 could be worth a sprinkle in this match here. For Argentina and Cape Verde, I took the under 3, flat 3, paid minus 122 for it. But I just don't see Argentina really running up the score against Cape Verde, who has been able to hang with some of the best teams in the world. Do I think they beat Argentina? No, but I also don't see Argentina netting 3 or 4. Probably winning this 2-0 would be my prediction for Argentina. And then last but not least, I've got Colombia and the under 3.5 at minus 110 in the late match against Ghana today. Just thinking Colombia, very impressed with their defense, but I don't see Ghana scoring. To be quite honest with you, I also like Colombia to nil at plus money if you'd rather play it that way. But I think Colombia wins a low scoring match, either 1-0 or 2-0 is how I see that match rolling. So that's what we got for today. Appreciate you being here. And yeah, that brings us to actually Sunday's matches that we'll talk about just very briefly because we are running out of time. We're going to cook up a parlay here shortly, but 2 matches on Sunday that we want to touch on: Brazil and Norway at 3:00 Central, 4:00 Eastern out at MetLife Stadium. You and I were both kind of leaning towards goals in this match. We see the over 2.5 priced at $1.32. Is that kind of still where your head's at? Both teams to find the back of the net here fairly easily.
Yeah, I already played both teams to score in this one.
Okay.
Let me see what price I got it at. I got it at minus 130.
Okay.
So I already played that like as soon as the line came. I think it was right after we got off the show that day.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
I played it because we were talking about it
Okay.
because we both looked at the lines and we were like, man, it's like
Wow.
plus money for over 2.5. And like we were both were liking goals here. So yeah, I already played both teams to score in that one. I kind of lean Brazil if I had to pick a side here. But yeah, I think we see some goals in this match. I'm excited for the 2 Sunday matches, 2 great matchups in my opinion.
Yeah, phenomenal. I'm with you though. I think Brazil will find a way to win. I do lean with the over 2.5 too. Not exactly sure how I'm going to play this one, but that's kind of where my head's at too. I think Brazil will find a way to get it done. I do think Norway finds the back of the net because that Brazil defense hasn't been super stellar. And when you got a guy like Erling Haaland up top, I mean, goals are fairly easy to come by, we'll say. So yeah, I expect both teams to find the back of the net, should get over that 2.5, but I do think Brazil finds a way to win this one in 90 minutes. So, but you said it should be very, very entertaining, along with our second match on Sunday as Mexico takes on England at Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. England, slight favorite here at plus 140. What are your thoughts in this match?
Man, I don't know. It's like I want to back this Mexico side. I really do. Like I've been impressed with them. They've, obviously another game in Mexico, so another home match for them. But the more I talk to some people, the more I look into it, people just are thinking that they're just going to get blown out by this England side. And I just I just can't see it. So right now I'm kind of just feeling the waters a little bit. I haven't played anything or placed a bet yet on the match, but I want to back this Mexico side, like somehow, some way. I don't know how yet. I was thinking maybe both teams to score. It's at even money. Could see a 1-1 type match. But yeah, I mean, I just don't know yet. I don't know how I feel about this game because like my gut is just, or maybe it's my heart or my head. I haven't figured it out yet, but I want to back this Mexico side. I really do. Cause I'm just not impressed with England. I'm just not.
Yep. Nope. I see it the same way, man. I am probably going to pull the trigger on Mexico just to advance. Plus 111 is what I'm seeing right now, but I'll be sure to shop around before I punch that ticket in. But yeah, I'm with you. I just very impressed with Mexico so far this tournament. Have not been so with England. Yes, on paper, England is clearly the better team, has more talent, but I kind of think this Mexico team's a team of destiny, for lack of a better term. Just getting all their matches in Mexico, getting to play at this elevation as well, which should give them an advantage on the pitch compared to this English side. So I think Mexico could surprise some people. I don't hate that plus a quarter at minus 125 might be a move for me. Kashmir, I've been very impressed with their defense. I mean, one of two teams that still have yet to allow a goal in this tournament. Mexico, the only side to do so while winning all three of their group stage matches as well. So it's going to be tough on England to score. As you can see, the total listed at a flat 2, under 2 at plus money right now, plus 102. Clearly, the books are not expecting very many goals in this match. I kind of see that as well. I think that's how Mexico would like to play it as well. I don't think they want to get into a shootout with England. I think it serves them better to keep this one low scoring. So ultimately, it's going to be whether or not Mexico's defense shows up like they have been the past 3 matches. But I think it's going to happen. I'll definitely be on this Mexico side in some way, shape, or form, probably just to advance.
Yeah, it's like on one hand, they've been playing great, obviously, like you said. I mean, all 4 games have kept a clean sheet and have won all 4 games. But then if you just kind of go through their opponents, South Africa, South Korea, Czech, and then Ecuador, so it's like there isn't like that game where they're like, holy shit, like, they beat up on Croatia or they beat up on Spain or something like that, so like, their matchups haven't been great. They've looked great. They've done exactly what they needed to do and, how we expected them to be. So it's like, how do they match up against, one of the top 5 teams in the world? So yeah, it'll be interesting. I think it'll be a great game. I'm excited and I'm glad it's actually in Mexico because, just giving them that little more advantage, I think will just make this one even better.
Absolutely. Looking forward to this. Should be a phenomenal weekend of matches for us in the FIFA World Cup as the round of 16 gets started tomorrow with Canada and Morocco. All right, folks. Well, that is about all the time we have, but we are going to cook something up for you guys, a little all-day sweat on these 3 matches today, assuming we can find some things we agree on. But we kind of see these all the same way, so it shouldn't be that hard. Starting with Australia and Egypt, what do you want to roll with in this match?
We trying to see one go through the hoop. We trying to get cheeky with it.
I think just let's see one through the hoop. Yeah, lost our plus the 230 last night. I think plus 230 we missed. So yeah, let's just see something go through.
Under 2.5.
You do not have to twist my arm there. Under 2.5, minus 235, very juicy. But yeah, I see a lot of these teams just kicking it around. So 90 minutes, under 2.5 in Australia and Egypt. Moving on, Argentina and Cape Verde. Is it as easy as Messi anytime goal score?
I know, what is it, like minus 200 now?
Minus
Fucking
210.
crazy.
Minus
Just
210.
crazy. Like taking a goal score at minus 210 is just wild.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
do we go with like an Argentina first half goal?
or we could do, what if we did like Messi to score assists plus Argentina team total over 1.5?
I could get behind that. Home team over 1.5. Yep. Those 2 legs comes out to minus 276. We're looking at 3 legs now at minus 107.
This slate sucks today.
Yeah. What if we did? What if let's pivot away from the over 1.5 team total. What if we did just a score in the first half?
Okay.
That gets us up to plus 112 for those 3 legs.
Okay. All right. I'm with it.
All right. So we're rocking with Australia, Egypt under 2.5. We've got Messi to score or assist and Argentina to score in the first half. Those 3 legs right now, plus 112, brings us to the nightcap, Colombia and Ghana. What are we thinking here? I like the under so much. I don't like anything.
It's like I want to take like Colombia team total over 1.5, but like, are they going to score 2 goals? I don't
exactly
know.
Right. We could. I mean, Colombia to score first.
What's
plus
that?
It's minus 280. That gets the 4 legs to plus 189. We could just go Colombia money line. Would get us to plus 201.
I know. I wish
to advance is a little.
It's just too juicy. Yeah, I wish that was a little better.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, what are you feeling in this one? Like I said, I think this is like a 2-0 game. Like that's just what my gut is telling me here.
Right. Which is why I don't hate just Colombia on the money line, especially if we get through the first 3 legs, we're sitting with Colombia money line at 2-1 basically. So, I mean, that's not a terrible spot to be in.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't like. I'd be very shocked if they don't win this game in 90. Just
right.
You know,
right. Cashmere wanting us to get cheeky with the last leg.
Yeah, he wants us to get cheeky with the last leg.
Huh? I mean, we could just make the last leg be my same game parlay. Colombia and the under 3.5 makes us a 5-legger for plus 292. That's a good point. Call the bank, but I don't know. I kind of think Ghana's defense is a little tougher than Portugal's, to be honest. At least in the center back realm.
I know, like the Colombia team total is like would be my first lean, but like again, I mean, I could see this one ending 1-0. You know,
right? Exactly. If we did do Colombia's team total over 1.5, oh no, that's full game. Sorry. I mean, that gets us up to. Ooh.
Do we go back to the keeper saves? Forgot about the keeper saves.
What if we went with both of them? What if we did Colombia money line and the keeper saves? There's going to be a little correlation there, but 3 saves from the Ghana keeper and Colombia money line. Those 2 legs plus 107 gets our parlay up to 5 legs for plus 341.
All right. So what are the 5 legs?
I've got under 2.5 in Australia and Egypt. We've got Messi to score or assist and Argentina to score in the first half. Then we've got Colombia on the money line and Ghana's keeper to make 3 saves, plus 341. I don't know if we can get better with these games.
I know. Like, this one's tough.
Add Cape Verde keeper saves.
I don't. Plus 402 on the blue book, eh?
Really, Trip? I'm getting 341, and I'm on the blue book.
What the hell is going on?
Under 2.5 in that first game. Australia and Egypt. Messi to score or assist. Home team first half over half a goal. Colombia money line. Ghana goalkeeper to make 3 or more saves. I'm staring at plus 341.
The correlation would be the only thing that worries me because obviously we need Colombia to score, but we also need the keeper to make saves. So
exactly right.
What if we did the keeper saves and the under 3.5?
Ooh, okay.
Instead of Colombia money line.
So that does get us. It brings us down to plus 303 for those 5 legs.
I like that.
Okay.
Do you like that?
It. Triple our money.
All
Triple our money.
Yeah. Keep it at plus
Never
300.
been this
I like
easy,
that.
folks. Never been this easy, folks. All
like
right,
that.
5 legs. 5 legs plus 303. Australia and Egypt under 2.5. Messi to score or assist, and Argentina over half a goal in the first half. Ghana's keeper to make 3 or more saves, and the under 3.5 in Colombia and Ghana. Plus 303 on the screen for you folks right there. First game under 2.5. Messi to score or assist. Argentina first half team total. Colombia and Ghana under 3.5. And Ghana's keeper for 3+ saves. Plus 303. That'll do.
I like it.
That'll do. All right. Let's triple our money. Have a nice sweat for the last game tonight. Hopefully we get there. And we'll cash our parlay. It's that easy.
See you at the counter.
Yeah, absolutely. You know it. All right, folks. Well, that is all we've got for you today. Come on back for Afternoon Bet Espresso later today at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. Afternoon Bet Espresso will be live. Until then. Sauce team. Excuse me. Sauce team. I should have looked at the schedule. I should have retweeted it too, actually. Let me do that right now.
Also should do that. All right, boys.
Yep.
48
you
to
got
1.
It? 48 to 1.
Holy smokes.
Colombia to win 1-0, 2-0, or 2-1.
Love it.
Argentina to win 3-0, 3-1, or 3-2. 3-1, 3-2 is not going to happen. It's going to be 3-0, but I'm covering my bases just in case they get a cheap one.
Okay.
And Australia and Egypt to draw 1-1, 2-2, or 3-3. Probably going to be 1-1, but I also thought that in the Senegal-Belgium game, which ended 2-2.
Fair.
Covering my bases, plus 40.
Can you do 0-0, 1-1, 2-2?
I cannot.
I was also going to ask, in that Argentina game, is there an option for Argentina 1-0, 2-0, or 3-0?
There is not.
Yeah, fair.
Damn.
You could do the shutout thing, but
yeah,
right.
That's not fun.
No. All right, 48 to 1 for Mr. Bisney.
Could be walking out about $900 richer.
Let's go.
Why not us? Yeah. Why not us?
Yeah, I see all these. See all these other green tickets. Why can't one of those be mine? Please and thank you.
Dude,
right.
Just knock one in.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're trying to do with this plus 303 parlay today. Not that one. That's old. This guy. Here we go.
That one
more time. Australia, Egypt under 2.5. Messi to get on the score sheet. Argentina to score in the first half. Ghana's keeper for 3 saves, and Colombia and Ghana under 3.5. Plus 303.
Drip did in fact get that at plus 402 without a boost.
All right. Well, I'm going to apparently have to play with this around. Maybe there's 2 lines that are different that should be the same, but
potentially. I'll forward it to you.
All right, please do. All right, folks. Well, that's all we've got here for the morning spread on the Betting News Network. Tune back into the All Sauce team at 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern today. Have fun sweating out these games, and we will see you guys later. Anything else for the kids, you two?
Nope.
No, sir.
Let's enjoy these games. World Cup is slowly coming to a close, so make sure you enjoy every single game the rest of the way. Because we've only got after today, We got the round of 16. There's 8.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals, there's 4, makes 12. Semis, 14. Only 15 matches. 16 if you include the third place match. 16 matches remaining after today, folks. We are down to our last 20 games in this competition. So enjoy it while it's still here. We got to wait another 4 years to enjoy this again. So until then, we'll see you guys later. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy these matches. And we'll see you guys next week. Adios, everybody. Have a good Friday. Peace.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? Down in the deep.
Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
What you gonna do?
Rolling, rolling.
What you gonna do?
Down in the rolling, rolling, rolling.
What you gonna do? Right, y'all be loving this shit.
What you know about